Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you? Sorry, I was having I feel like every single time I go live, I have technical difficulties at the beginning.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we are
Hi,
live. We are here. I'm excited. Let's see.
I am too. Hi, Carol. Hi, Kelsey. Hi, Christine. How are you guys? Or
Perfect.
ladies?
All right, so super excited. So if you guys are watching right now, it is a little after 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Friday. So if you're with us now, definitely say hi. Let us know that you're here. Or if you're watching the replay, then just do hashtag replay so that, again, we know that you're here. We always see those validations. If you are new to me, my name is Ashley Smarowsky, and I'm a spiritual medium psychic. And today I have my beautiful master healer, Isabelle, with me. And so we're going to have some fun today. We're doing something a little different. So I'm going to give it few minutes. We'll let people hop on, do us a favor, share the video, and then we're going to jump into doing all the fun stuff. I'm excited for today.
Yes, I am too.
I love
Christine.
when you came to me with this idea and I was like, yes. Yes, like it's something different than what we usually do. Yes, I'm on board.
I was actually thinking about that. I'm like, I would like to introduce more forms of like divination and things like that because I'm interested in all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
and I feel like the audience would be as well. And
Hmm.
Christine says, I hope you ladies had a great Thanksgiving. I did.
Thank you.
And I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving as well. But yes, thank you, Christine. I spent the first half of my time with family, or I should say my in-laws. I went over with them, with my husband and everything, and had the usual, the turkey, the green beans, the stuffing, all that good stuff. And then after me and my husband, we did a little date and we went to the movies to see that movie that just came out, Napoleon. And I thought it was really good. But I was like, oh, this will be so romantic. We'll be the only ones in the theater because it's Thanksgiving and it's a holiday. And no, it was packed. Everybody was there. I was like, no,
Sounds
but it was
awesome.
so good.
So funny. Yeah, I always joke around like I don't cook. I don't really ever feel the need to celebrate Thanksgiving. Like all I really do is show up usually at my mom's or my mother-in-law's and I'm like, "Hey, like I'm here to eat." So like if it was up to me, I probably wouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving at all. I would just do something fun like that. Like
Same, same.
let's go to the movies. I mean, give me a plate of the leftovers, but like I'm fine with not being included.
Yes. That's how my sister-in-law, she was sick, and so she wasn't able to make it to Thanksgiving, so we packed her up a plate and, like, brought it to her, and, but yeah, but other than that, like, I thought it was a nice holiday, and then,
Good.
of course, we're here on Black Friday, and I don't know, how many of you actually go out and shop on Black Friday? Because I don't. I stay in. I do online stuff because I don't like the craziness of the traffic and finding parking and a lot of people in the store. It's just so hectic. My
Yep. Yeah.
first and only and last time that I went out Black Friday shopping was a horrific experience, and people were so rude. And I'm like, no, nope, never again. Not doing this.
I think I've ever gone out once and like I specifically waited until later in the day to go out. I was like, I know most of the deals will probably be gone, but like I'm not dealing with that chaos. And I probably didn't go out until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And even then it was crazy. And I was like, yeah, no, thank you. I'll just like stick to clearance or like thrifting. Like I don't need all this.
Yeah, I know. Same, same. Oh, Susan. Oh, I'm so sorry that your mom passed away. I'm sending
That's
my
hard.
love. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's always super hard around the holidays and stuff when that happens. I actually
Mhm.
have a cousin that passed away on, Christmas Eve, and that it kinda made things a little bit, like, I guess, unusual, like, the first couple of years that went past, but then, like, after a while, it goes back to, like, normalcy
Yeah.
and all that, but it is hard. So, I'm sending you my love. Christine says, "I had to work this morning. Got a seasonal position at Kohl's." Oh, congratulations. Oh, I just lost the comment. There we go. Um, and to my surprise, it wasn't as busy as we thought it would be. Yes, that's always a good surprise.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
love
Yep, yeah. I've never worked well, that's a lie. I have worked in retail. I was really young. But as an adult, I've never worked in retail, and I'm like, I don't know if I could handle it. I think I would just be like, I'm hiding under this counter for like the rest of the day.
I never liked working retail. My first job was working at Hollister when I was like
Yeah.
17. I hated
Mhm.
it. I was like,
Yeah.
I really didn't feel like I fit in because everybody there was like so like, it's like the preppy, like kind of
Uh-huh.
all that stuff. And I was just like, I feel like an outcast here.
Yep.
Like
It's
send me to
funny.
Hot Topic.
I worked I worked in a sports authority when I was like 18 or something. And I'm like, this is like the weirdest spot for me to work. I know nothing about sports, like nothing. So like they always had to stick me somewhere where like nobody would come ask me questions because I was not the person.
And that's kind of how I was, even when I was like after I graduated college and stuff, and I was working my 9 to 5. And for those of you who like don't know, I used to be a social worker before becoming a mommy and doing all my spiritual stuff now. And I love being in the office, but I hated all the paperwork that came with it. And I loved working and serving and helping people, but I hated it when there's like, sometimes where you like just couldn't help them, or you told them something that was like amazing, great advice. So like, yeah, I'll do that. And they do the opposite. I'm like, I'm trying to help you.
Yep.
But
Yep.
all the time.
Yep. All right. So super excited. So as you guys are joining, our numbers are starting to go up. So I think it's time to jump in. So do us a favor, share the video, share it to your story, share it to your page, share it to groups that will allow it, wherever you want to share it, share it. Appreciate that. But I guess, Isabel, I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I forget the screen is flipped. So I point this way. On my screen, you're actually this way, but I know everyone else sees you over here. So I'm going to hand the screen over to you and let you kind of tell people a bit about who you are, what you've got going on. And then, I'll just kind of follow your lead into what we're doing tonight.
Yes, of course. So, for those of you who are new here, or, I'll just reintroduce myself. My name's Isabelle. I go by the East Coast Shaman, and I am a psychic medium as well. I'm also a certified tarot advisor. I'm the host of the Spiritual Mamas podcast with Isabelle, and I'm also an herbalist in training. So, when I say in training, I'm still in the midst of my studying and stuff. However, and I feel like I've been saying this since August when I've been like going live with you. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm coming out with the tea soon. I'm working on teas. I actually got things like the ball rolling and all that. And I started looking at herbs and, what I want to put into my teas and like looking at branding and little bags and all that. So all that fun stuff. And then I got that roadblock where chamomile is going to be one of the main herbs that I'm using in the 2 teas that I'll be making.
Mm-hmm.
And the website that I'm using is through the school that I'm in. I can get a discount on the herb. So I was like, yeah, of course, I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Chamomile was sold out.
Oh.
And I'm like, so I'll wait even longer, but gives me more time to actually plan out my branding and what I actually want to do and all that stuff, and maybe write like an ingredient list and all that. But I hope you guys are interested in that. I'll share a little bit about those teas and stuff that I plan on doing. One's going to be a sleepy time tea. I did a little survey to see what people were interested in mostly. So it was between like, sleep or pain management and immunity, I think was the third one. I think there was one more, but I can't remember. But everybody wanted the sleepy time tea. So
Mm-hmm.
I decided I was going to do that one. And then I'm also collaborating with one of the other master healers, Nikki, and I was going to do a tea for chakra balancing. And then we were going to do a live and like talk about the chakras and the tea that I have and like how the herbs correlate with the chakras. And then also the medicinal benefits of each herb and all of that. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm like super stoked about that.
Yeah. I'm excited too. When you guys get that scheduled, let me know because I'll be like in the comments, like asking all the questions.
Yeah. But yes. And hi Bree. And yeah, so that's kind of what I do. And then today we are going to be doing another form of divination I want to introduce to you guys, because I don't think that since we started the whole Master Healer group that anybody did this yet. I'm not 100% sure. I don't always catch the live. So, but we're
Yeah,
going to be using, oh really? We're going to be using dowsing rods. So it's these little rods here. I got a teeny tiny pair. Yeah.
I'm like, why do mine look like this?
I got these little cute ones. I found it at the metaphysical shop, and I'm like, I need these. They're so adorable.
So cute. I love those.
But the way that these work now, I did a little bit of research about them because I was thinking like last night at like 3 a.m. I'm like, you know what? I wonder when people started using these. Like how long have they been with us and stuff? I found out that they originated back in the 1500s, like early 1500s. People started using them Originally it was for divination, so like communicating with spirit and getting all those answers. And then, people would also use these rods to help find water sources and like hidden treasures and things like that. And then I found out later, like, as time went on, it was also even used in police work to like find bodies and stuff, like missing
Wow.
bodies. So a lot of history behind them that I didn't know until like
Yeah.
last night
That's
at
so
3
cool.
a.m.
Cool.
And I thought it was really cool. But then yeah, so like for those of you who are unfamiliar with like divination, um it's just like a form of like, I guess like communicating either with your intuition, your higher self, spirit, things like that. So, dowsing rods are one of the tools. And I also found out with dowsing rods and stuff, pendulums. So these little things right here, they are also a form of dowsing. And I
Mhm.
didn't know that. But so then oracle cards, tarot cards also fall under that category. Tea leaf reading, scrying. I actually have this like seer stone, which I guess would be another form where you like stare into that like clear shiny part. And I don't really use that much. I just got it because I thought it was pretty. Um, that's how I pick out all my crystals too. I'm like, that's pretty and cute, so I'm gonna get that. And I don't know what it does, but okay. Um, but yeah, so things along that line, and I want to even talk about, I guess, like Ouija boards would also fall under that category. I know some people get a little bit like freaked out by those, but that's another form of divination as well. There's just so many. If you look it up, there's always so many. But dowsing rods was something that I was really drawn to. I started when I first got my TikTok page. I saw people using them and I was like, And at first it was like a healthy skepticism because I was like, in my spiritual journey and I did, believe in like, spirituality and like connecting with spirit and all that. Cause I did start practicing as a medium by that time when I saw these. And I was like, because like I started searching them and like a lot of people would say, like the skeptics would say, like, oh, well, it's like, your micro muscle movements, like, get you the yes or the no, because that's what you want to hear. And I was like, And I
Mhm.
was like, that makes sense. So then, of course, either way, I got a pair and I just wanted to play around with it. And the first time that I actually like really pulled them out and started asking questions was silly, just a silly question that I asked. I was like, I knew that my daughter was going to get picked up at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon by her grandfather. He brings her home at 8 o'clock on the dot, like never any later than that. So it's like, it was a question that I already knew. And I pulled out the dowsing rods and I asked them that question. I was like, is my daughter going to be home at 8 o'clock? And it didn't give me a yes. And I was like, all right. I was like, whatever. And I just started going through the time and I was like, 8:01, 8:02. I went the whole way to like 8:32. It was somewhere, I can't remember if it was 8:32, but it was somewhere in the 8:30 time. And I got to like 8:32 and it crossed for yes. And I was like, whatever. She's gonna be home at 8 on the dot. I know it. I go downstairs, I carry on my day, and then it hits 8 o'clock and she's not there. And I was like, So then time kept on going and I'm like, there's no way. Like by the time I got to like 8:20, I'm like, there's no way, there's no way. And then at 8:32, there was a knock at the door. And I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. I could not believe that. I was so mind blown. But I do really believe that, again, like as a practicing medium and stuff, I was just in this recent mentorship where my instructor was saying something that, like, I already knew, but it resonated with me at a different level when he talked about us being the instrument of spirit for spirit to come through as a medium, come through our bodies and allow us to channel the messages from to the person who's sitting across from us or, the person receiving the reading. So spirit will communicate through our senses. So sometimes sometimes we physically feel things through our body. Sometimes we see things and it's through our mind eye. And for me, I don't know if Ashley, if you have things happen differently for you, but at least for me, it's always a quick flash of an image and then
Mhm.
it goes away and I don't see it again. But it's usually detailed enough that I know exactly like what it is and I'll share that. And it's always super like specific and resonates with that person. And I love that way that, spirit works. And then transfer of thought and sometimes taste and smell. And like I said, just all the senses that you have, spirit will utilize that to get their messages across so you can share it to the person receiving the reading. So it's really fun. And I believe that that's also how dowsing rods also work. Like as I learned about, how spirit channels through us, that They're not, holding on to like the end of the rod and they're just like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. But I really they're channeling like through our bodies as
Mhm.
we're like, holding these, and our energies like, transfer through those rods to give us those yes and no answers. So I think it's really fun. I love using them. I never really use them in like readings and stuff so much as I
Mhm.
do just like, for fun and like with myself.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be fun to introduce them to everybody and do some yes and no questions tonight. So I hope you guys are excited, as excited
Mhm.
as you and Ashley are.
I'm really excited. The first time I ever like came across dowsing rods, I was actually, I know, I live right outside of Gettysburg now, but long before we ever thought about moving here, I was in Gettysburg visiting and I went on a ghost tour and they gave us a set of these. And we had all the other equipment, right? All the other ghost hunting equipment. And I was so let down. I was like, this isn't even picking up a quarter of what I'm picking up, which goes
Yeah.
back to like, we are the strongest tool, right? Like spirit uses us. So I'm like picking up all these things and I'm telling the tour guide and he's like validating all these things and thinking that I'd been on the tour before. I'm like, no, never been here before. Like it's just spirit telling me. But like my ghost box and like all that was picking up nothing. He handed me these bad boys and it like clicked and it was like all the yes and no's and everything was coming through. And I was like, stop it. I was like, get out of here. So I immediately went home, got on Amazon and ordered myself a set. Um, and I'm the same way. I don't use them in my readings, but I definitely use them just for fun.
Yeah, same. I always wanted to do one of those like ghost hunt tours and stuff with like, the
Mhm.
EVP readers and like the ghost
Yep.
box and all that stuff. It's something on my to-do list. Hopefully, I'm hoping next year I want to go back to Gettysburg and do that because they have this one that's overnight
Ooh,
and you get to like stay at this like haunted like bed and breakfast thing and you get all the tools and all that. And I'm like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
yeah.
do My husband's a scaredy cat, doesn't want to do it with me, so I'm gonna have to tell him.
That would be fun. Well, if you decide to do it, I'm right here. So you just
Yes,
let me
exactly. I will hit you up with that.
know.
Let's
Oh yeah.
see.
Catherine said I got mine in Gettysburg. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
Group night, absolutely. I will totally do a group night for ghost
Yeah.
hunting. That'd be so much
All
fun.
the master healers were sleeping over in an abandoned
Yeah,
building.
that'd be great.
I love
I just took a pendulum class about a month ago, and it was so informative. They can be used for a lot of different things, including finding unmarked graves. Yes, I know. I think
it.
it's an awesome tool. I love pendulums and all this stuff. Like I said, any divination tool, I'm like, I want to learn everything about it.
Yeah.
Especially like the first one I feel like I was drawn to was definitely tarot and like oracle cards, and then it kind of just kept on going from there. I love it. But all right, let me get a drink of my tea.
Right. I'm updating a post here.
You're fine.
There we go. Okay. So do we want to kind of tell people a bit about, and if you guys are just joining, be sure to read the description of the video. I've got all of Isabelle's information in there, and I'm just like randomly pinning stuff here in the comments too. So if you want to follow her, learn more about what she's got going on, check out her Black Friday deal, all that stuff. It's all in the description and all over here in the comments. So I think it is important, and you and I have talked about this, when it comes to any form of reading, whether you're getting something fun like this with little, dowsing rods, or whether you're, scheduling a reading with a psychic or medium, that it's really important to really trust your own intuition, and not to make any decisions just because someone else said this is what you're supposed to do or this is the answer, that it's more important to really go within.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So how do you want to do this tonight?
So we'll go ahead and you guys can ask some. I think it's best with dowsing rods to ask like yes and no questions,
Mhm.
instead of like more open-ended questions. And my picture's kind of freezing. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right. So I'm just making sure I don't want to cut in and out. But yeah, so we'll ask some yes and no questions. If you guys want to start putting some yes and no questions in the comments, and then me and Ashley are just going to be going to the people that we're drawn to and using our dowsing rods. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. So if you don't know how these things work, basically most are copper, right? Do they make ones that aren't copper?
There's copper and brass.
Brass.
They use. Yes.
So they have this little spinny piece. You guys can't really see it too much, but I'm spinning it. They have this little spinning piece on the edge. So when we hold it, The hand is not, oh, I hit myself in the head with it. The hand is not touching the bottom piece here, and it's not touching the top. We're only touching this piece that spins. And as you can see, I can spin this and the rod doesn't move. So when we're holding it and we're asking questions, spirit will come through us. Its energy will allow this to move one way or another. And so if we're holding them, I'm going to hold it right here so I can kind of control them. But if we're holding them and they crisscross, that's a yes. And if they open, that's a no. But that's how they work. Super simple.
Yes.
Okay. So do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I will go first.
I'm going to scoot myself back since my dowsing rods are huge. I need the
I know. I'm trying to make sure that mine will, okay, yeah, you can see mine okay.
They're so cute.
Thank you. I love the mini ones. Okay. All right. Tammy Blake, am I going to get gastric bypass surgery? Am I going to get gastric bypass surgery? It's going really slow right now.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes it's like slow. Sometimes it's immediate.
Yeah, I've had that happen where it was like immediate. All right. We're starting to cross. So that would be a yes.
Yeah.
All righty.
And of course, remember, these are simple yes or no questions. There's obviously a lot more that goes into that, but always, listen to this in here. Listen to your heart. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Ann Iva. Do you see me in a romantic relationship with Jay next year? Okay. All right. Study these bad boys. Look how big mine are in comparison.
Right? Little mini things.
All right. Yep. Yes, absolutely. That was a very quick yes.
Yes, I love that. Okay, Catherine, will I retire soon? Will Catherine retire soon? All right, I'm going to say that that's a no because it's not moving at all right now.
So maybe not just yet.
Yes, you got a little bit.
I'm so sorry. 1 second. I have to lock my kitten in here because she can't be left alone with the dogs yet. And she's back here spazzing out. I think she's stuck. So if you want to do the next one, I'll be right back.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Okay. Kyle, am I walking my true soul path at this moment? Kyle walking his true soul path. All right, it's starting to move. All right, it's like slowly crossing. I'm going to say that that's a yes, Kyle. I'm afraid if I talk too much, I'm going to vibrate.
I know. I always try to, that's why I close my eyes. I'm like, I don't want to move. Let's see. I want to go to Onessa. Should I continue to talk to him? Okay.
I was eyeing that one out next.
All right. I think that's going to be a no, Onessa. Yeah, that's definitely a no. Yes.
It's spreading apart. Okay, Lynn, do you see me becoming a grandmother in the next few years? These ones are so slow. Okay, there we go. Yes. Got a yes. These are like slow drip coffee pot, like answers here. Like, come on.
They're like, well, I'm so cute. I could just take my time.
Right.
Let's see. Okay, Bree, new job in December. Let's see. Oh, geez, beat my computer. All right. Bree, new job in December.
I hear my daughter about to bust in.
Bree, that looks like a yes.
Ooh.
That looks like a yes.
Lydia.
There she is.
Yeah, how to make that appearance. Can you go down while mommy's working, please? All right, can you stay back there and be not super loud? No. Okay. All right. Belinda, new position soon. New position soon for Belinda. All right. That's a yes.
Exciting.
Yes.
Another job question. Catherine, will my husband get a new job soon? Okay. Everyone's going back to work or doing something with work. All right. Very slow. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So I want to say yes, but I would say this. I feel like maybe he's a little uncertain right now. So he might want to take some time to really get comfortable with either what he's going after or what he wants. Because I definitely, and these showed it too, but I could definitely feel like hesitation there.
And I want to say Banda Morris Joanne. I hope I pronounced your first name right. So if it's not, I apologize. But you asked, do Ed and I belong together? All right. I'm getting a yes. I almost like my longer ones because I feel like they're a little bit faster, and these ones are like tiptoeing.
Really?
Yeah. I don't have my long ones with me, so I can't switch.
It makes the amount of time they take to make a decision, they make up for it in just how stinking cute they are.
I know, right?
Thing about like miniature anything. I'm like, oh my gosh, just because it's like a tiny version of it, I'm like, I need it.
I know.
Let me see. Angie, will I find the right help soon for my son's mental health? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yep. And I keep hearing March. I don't know why, but I'm just going to let you know that I keep hearing March. Sky said, what's going on here? You can ask yes or no questions, and Isabel and I are taking turns using the dowsing rods to answer them.
Those are ashes from the incense. Don't play with that, babe. Okay.
You've got a child. I've got this. Like,
you just pick her up. Like, there's my cat. She's so adorable. I love kittens. Okay. Kyle, is my grandmother one of my spirit guides? All right, we're getting a yes. But honestly, as I feel into that a little bit, like intuitively, I feel like it's more of like, not 100%, I would say like a spirit guide, but still on your spiritual team, still giving you guidance along the way, but not like spirit guide.
How about and for any, I do see quite a few people asking like if their loved ones in spirit are with them. The answer is always yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is always yes. Dawn Michelle, will I find my forever home within the next 2 years?
Tablet or something.
Okay.
So Bobby doesn't get upset.
That's a real quick yes. Real quick yes. Yes, you will, Dawn.
I love that. Okay. The comments are really coming in. I'm like, I try to get one, and there's like more there. Okay, Joshua, will my husband be released soon? All right, I'm getting a yes. Please don't stump, please.
Sky, will I get pregnant again soon? Okay, Sky. Steady. All right. Another yes. Yep, sure will.
Okay. Lydia, please. Okay. Remember when Jude kept getting in the last line?
Uh-huh.
Like we just traded spots.
Yep. The joys of trying to work from home, right?
Yeah. Okay. Will my youngest Ashley, did you read Susan yet? I can't remember off the top of my head. Will my youngest son find happiness?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, Susan. Will my youngest son find happiness? Oh, wow. Okay, yes. That was really quick.
Let's see.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Maria, will I get into law school? Good for you. I'm going to say yes even before I pull this, but let's use these to find out. Okay. Yes. Yes, you will. I'm excited for you. I could feel that like intuitively right away. Let me see. Let's go to Mel Billy. Did I just meet Mr. Right? Okay. Looks like no. No. Might be good for now, but doesn't feel like a long-term thing. What exactly does Isabelle specialize in? She's a psychic medium. She's a tarot advisor. She is practicing herbalism. And I'm probably missing something, but I do have Sky have all of her information in the description of the video. And if you follow her, I'll put her link down here. If you follow her on social media, she does a lot of stuff, a lot of fun stuff. She's got a podcast and a whole bunch of other things. Leslie, will I need another neck surgery? Okay. Okay, so that was a very slow no. So I feel like, Leslie, there might be something where maybe it's optional, where you have a choice in it. And I think you choose no. Welcome back. Sky was asking what you specialize in, and I did try to give a rundown. I probably didn't do it as well as you did, but I did try to explain what you specialize in.
Okay, yes. Like Ashley said, I did hear a little bit.
Okay.
I'm a psychic medium. I'm a certified tarot advisor. I'm host of the Spiritual Mamas podcast. And then I always say herbalist in training because I'm still in the training phases of it. Lydia. Okay.
I feel it. It's toddler life.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Kathy, will my husband's health improve? I'm getting a yes.
Good. Jody, will I live in Spain in the future? Oh, that sounds fun. Okay. Sorry. Every time I pick these up, I feel like you guys can hear me just whack my computer with them. Okay. Will Jody live in Spain in the future? Mm-hmm. Yes, you will. Look at that. Yep. Yes, you will.
And now she just abruptly left.
She said, I'm done.
Bye, Mom. But okay, now she's banging on the door. You're right, toddler life. Okay, Brenda, will my eldest child end up living in Sweden?
Everyone's leaving the US.
All right, Lydia. All right, I'm getting a yes.
All right. Let's see.
Lydia, stop.
Okay, Angie, will my sister and niece reconnect? So this is definitely like one aspect. It's all about free will. Okay, so I do feel like they're going to reconnect, but I think it's going to take them quite some time. It felt like they're going to come close to reconnecting, and then there's going to be something else that sort of like reaffirms that wedge, and then they come back together.
Okay, Lily, will I be a grandma? All right, I'm getting a yes for you.
I like how she said, not now, but ever.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be a grandma, but not yet. Will my son meet a nice young lady soon?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Alrighty.
Ouch.
And Joshua, I did see your one comment above, and you were like, you were using your husband's account. So, so will I have another baby? And I am getting a yes for you.
All right. So if you guys are just joining, we're doing yes, no questions and answering them using the dowsing rods.
Mm-hmm. Another form of divination.
Yep. Okay. Is Kenny in my future? All right, Liz. Let's see. Yes. Yes, he is.
And I'm going to go to Liz. Did I find love? All right. And I'm getting a yes for you as well.
Love it. Angie said, your toddler's cracking me up. Oh, how I miss those days. Meanwhile, we're both over here, like still in the toddler days, like,
Yeah.
I know they say one day we'll miss this.
I know. I'm looking with my son and stuff because he's only 2, and I'm like, I miss those like little baby phases and stuff like that with her and everything. And now she's like 4.
I know. I look at my daughter, right? She's 13, and then I have my 3-year-old son. And so like I do look at her and I recognize how much I miss little her, but still little him stresses me out. I'm like, please. Let's see. Will my daughter and I have a better relationship in the future? Okay, Tracy. Yes. Yeah. Yep. And I keep hearing about year and a half to 2 years is what I keep hearing.
All right. Sherry, is he the right one? It's actually starting to spread. I would say that's a no.
Um, let's see. Is M going to try to look me up? Okay. I'm getting a no. Getting a no.
Um, okay, Lily, will I be alone for a while? Lily be alone. All right. I'm getting it was a slow yes. So with that, I mean, I feel like with it going so slow though, honestly, I feel like there might be relationships that are like in and out and like quick and like things just not working out is what I'm sensing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I got it tangled. There we go. Yeah.
Sue. Oh, Sue, I just emailed you a little bit ago. I think it might have been you. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I got my Sues mixed up. So don't quote me on that, Sue. But you said, is this more than a cold? Okay. No. No, I'm getting a very clear no. However, if there is something with your health going on that you're concerned about, absolutely, of course, go talk to your doctor.
Adriana, my husband in heaven hasn't been turning the lights on and off. Or is he still around watching the kids and I? So I know for like a fact, like we said a little bit earlier, like your loved ones are always with you. But let's see if he's been the one turning the lights and the TV off. I'm really drawn to that because I also had that happen where the lights turned on by themselves. All right. So we're getting a yes. I love that. Just a quick little story. There was like one night when I was like laying in bed. Well, it wasn't even at night. It was actually in the morning. The night before, though, I was just thinking, I'm like, you know what? I haven't had any like, strange like spiritual experiences happen. And then the next morning, my light turned on all by itself. And I was like, get out of here.
Where it's like, ask and you shall receive.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, okay, Sue. Yeah, definitely check. I know I emailed a Sue today, and I don't know why I immediately thought it was you, but now I'm questioning maybe I was wrong. It was a different Sue. Let me see. Will things with my mother-in-law ever be right to where we can be a happy family? Okay. It looks like it's like a very, very slow no. But intuitively, what I feel is I feel like surface level, things might be fine, but underneath, there's going to be a lot more beneath the surface. So it almost feels like people putting on a front, people putting on a face to make things seem okay, so that everyone can kind of get along cordially. But underneath the surface and things just not quite sitting right, unfortunately.
And,
Oh, it was you, Sue. Okay, good. You're welcome.
and Catherine, okay, so as soon as I read your comment, I saw the number 2. Will I have a spiritual awakening soon? So I'm not sure if this is like when I saw the number 2, if it's 2 months or if it's talking about a span of 2 years. But I did see the number 2. But we'll go ahead and say, will Catherine have a spiritual awakening? All right, so I'm getting a yes. But like I said, there's some significance with the number 2 here with that. Could even be, Lydia, it could even be February, like the month of February as well.
Yeah. Sharon, will my son ever talk to me again? And again, it's all about free will, but let's see what these rods say. I'm getting a yes. Yes.
Thank you, Belinda. I just saw your comment. You guys are amazing. Lydia, please. Okay. Kelly, is my dad sending the birds who peck the cameras? Kelly's dad sending the birds that peck the cameras. All right, I'm getting a yes for that one. That's funny, though. I like that.
Dad's like, pay attention to me. Chris, why haven't I seen my deceased wife in a dream? Will I ever? So we'll use these to answer that. But I also want to say, because I get this question a lot from people, your loved ones are communicating with you in all the ways. So don't only hope to hear from them in a dream. Sometimes as much as we want a dream or we want a specific type of communication, sometimes they're just not, they know that we're not quite ready for that yet, or we're not quite open enough for that yet, but it'll come when they know that we're ready. But let's see. Will you ever see her in a dream? Yes. Yep. Yes, you will. So definitely remain open, though, to all the other things that make you think of her and know that she's with you at that exact time.
When I, after my grandfather passed away, he would do dream visitations with me, but it wasn't like immediate. And it was honestly, I only maybe had like 3 dreams where I can recall a visitation. And he passed away almost 4 years ago now. So I feel like it'll come. It'll come for sure. Lydia, please. Okay. Charles, do you see a fire coming back? Okay, I'm gonna say no. It's not crossing. So no.
Let's see. Diane, will my sisters all talk again?
Lydia, please turn the light back on.
I'm getting a yes, Diane. Yeah, I'm getting a yes. I feel like it might still be a little while. Like I'm kind of getting more of like 3 to 5 years, but yes.
And Teresa, will I ever find my soulmate? I'm getting a yes for you, Teresa.
Let's see. Angie said, will my oldest son come back around and talk to me again? You know, I'm seeing a pattern here a lot of people asking about their love life, and a lot of people asking about relationships with other people. So I'm just going to speak like, because I kind of feel like something channeling here. So I'm just going to kind of speak and take it if it resonates with you. And Angie, just because I chose you, this what is coming through is not directly at you. I'm gonna do yours here in a second. But I feel like maybe there is some self-reflection that needs to be done, some accountability on some of these relationships that needs to be taken, and sort of taking a step back so that we can actually listen without feeling the need to get defensive of ourselves or of our choices. So for a lot of the relationships, it feels like we're hearing, but we're not listening. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to put that out there because it just, with all the questions about relationships that are coming in, like I just kind of feel that intuitively. So, okay. So Angie, let's see for you specifically. Will my oldest son come back around and talk to me again? Okay.
Please. Not right now.
Yes. Yeah. I'm definitely getting a yes.
Lydia. Okay. Let me see. All right, Mary, will my husband find a job closer to home? Will Mary's husband find a job closer to home? All right. I'm getting a slow yes, so I feel like this is going to take a little bit of time. I don't think it's going to be immediate. Sorry for the farting noises. That is my daughter.
I love kids because it's like they won't want anything to do with you until you're like, okay, I've got a phone call, or okay, I've got to do this. And then they're like right there. Never fails. Okay. Lisa, does Daniel still think about me? Okay. Does Daniel still think about Lisa? Yes, I do feel like he does. However, the energy around it feels like you absolutely still cross his mind, but it doesn't feel like it comes through in a sense of like he's wanting to reconnect. It feels more of just like reminiscing, or something will remind you of him, something like that, or remind him of you.
I love that. Susan says spirit is coming in strong at Isabel's house. Lydia.
I feel like everyone in the comments is like, been there. I get
know, right? Mom life. I should say parent life, because I know there's probably a couple dads in here too. Okay. Mommy, what's the black? Hold on, babe. I want to wash my hands. Okay, Ava, are my loved ones proud of me? All right, Ava, I'm getting a yes for you. I feel like this is like the case where it's like, you know, people, they are, but they just don't say things like upfront about it and stuff. But if they're like still lacking, yeah, if they're still lacking, you know, I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, I'll just leave it there at that. Yes, I feel like they are proud of you and stuff, even if they're not actually saying it. Lydia, please stop.
Let's see. Patrick wants to know, am I on the right path? Okay. It's a very slow yes. So Patrick, I feel like maybe you're indecisive about some things on your path right now. And I think if you take some time to get a little bit more clear with yourself, the faster you'll kind of gain momentum on this path and keep moving, keep growing, keep experiencing.
Ava, going back to you, I just saw your comment at the bottom. It says, my mom and husband passed away, and I just want to make sure that they are proud of you. They are like 100%. Spirit sees a lot more of like, I feel like your life and everything that you're doing. A lot more of your life and everything that you're doing. Even like more so on the other side, they can even see like, you know, specific like things going to happen, things that will happen like in your future and how things will pan out. So 100%, I can say that yes, like they are 100% proud of you and everything that you've been doing. I can't, it's already 8 o'clock. I can't believe it.
I know. Do you like each of us do one more and then we can kind of wrap it up and you can remind people about your Black Friday stuff or whatever, and then we'll kind of call it a night?
Yes, we'll go ahead and do that. Alrighty. Let me go back up here. Marianne, will I be in a relationship soon? So I feel like this is a no, but I feel like there's things that have to happen, like healing wise, before you go into that next relationship and stuff. And then that person's going to start coming to you as you heal. And this just came to mind. I know it's like really random though, but it's about like manifesting a relationship. So I don't know if you've been doing that or putting any energy into it, but I feel like it's important to say, don't manifest like a specific person, manifest the relationship that you desire and how you want to be treated and all that, but not a specific person. I know from experience. Don't manifest a specific person.
When you try to manifest a specific person, you're not always going to get what you're hoping you're going to get.
Yes. Yes, they look exactly how I want it, and like they do this and that, and they have that and that, but then like personality, they're great.
Okay, so I think the last one that I'm going to go to is Angie. She said, I recently learned that my ex, who was abusive, just moved into my neighborhood. Everyone says, don't worry about it. Am I in any kind of danger? So I want to preface this by saying, if you ever feel like you are in immediate danger, go do something about it. Go to the authorities, go to a trusted friend or family, do something. But let's see what Spirit says. Yeah, I'm getting a no. You're not in any danger. But again, if you ever feel like you are, definitely act on that.
Yes. Okay. Oh, and Diane, do my mom and dad hear me when I talk to them? Absolutely. 100%. Yes.
Yeah, they're always
listening. I love like, you know, talking to my like past loved ones and stuff, just having a conversation, and then don't be afraid to like ask them for a sign and just be like open of like how that's going to come through. And you will know it's them when they give you a sign. No doubt about it. And it might take a couple of days. It's not going to be like instant. It might even be a week or so, but you'll get that sign and you'll know exactly what it was. But yeah, so let me go ahead. We'll wrap up things. I want to just share my Black Friday deals with you guys. So if you use the code in my shop or in my website, BF2023, that's 25% off any of my services. Currently, I'm taking a break off of mediumship, but all my other services are available. And then in my apothecary shop, which is just a bunch of like metaphysical items, if you're interested, again, the code is BF2023. I have it. It's written up in the description. And then for my course, it's called Psychic Abilities for Everyday Masterclass. And what this is for people, it's not necessarily how to like teach you how to do this like, you know, professionally or anything, but it's more for your everyday life, just as it says in the title, to help you live a more aligned life, make better choices, understand how your psychic abilities work, and, you know, the communication that goes on between like you and your intuition. That's bright. Um, but yeah, so I have that course, and right now I have it as pay what you can. So if you want to take advantage of that, the directions are up in the description, like I said. Okay. The directions are up in the description. So what you're going to do, you're not going to go to my website, but you're going to go to my snip feed link, and then you're going to go down the page to leave a tip, and then make sure your email is spelled correctly so you receive it. I'm going to send the videos to your email, and leave a note at the bottom that says masterclass, or you can even abbreviate it MC if you want to. And then I'll know, and then I will send that to you within a couple of hours. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So those are my Black Friday deals.
Yep, that all sounds so much fun. And yes, I do have it all in the description. Facebook did glitch. So if you look and you're like, it's not there, give me 30 seconds after the live ends and I'll update it. But it should be there. But if for some reason it's not, as soon as this live ends, I'll go back and adjust it. But yeah, this has been fun. I like it. I like doing something like this.
Yeah, and if you guys have like any other types of, like I said, like divination like tools or something like that, like if you're interested in and you want to see them like in work or anything like that, like let us know in the comments and we'll consider it for like future lives and stuff. I do have an idea for my next live in December. Like I said, I was really working on like the tea making thing, and I was thinking about like walking you guys through that like whole like herbalism process and making the teas and crafting them and all that. So I think that would be really fun to do and something different as well.
Yeah.
So
Love it.
yes, if I can get the herbs. Like I said in the beginning,
Yeah.
things are sold out right now, so roadblock, but we'll see.
All right. It'll all come together exactly when it's supposed to, right?
Exactly, yes.
All right. Well, this has been great. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. If you are new to Isabelle or you just don't follow her yet, be sure to go give her a follow. Again, all the information is in the description. I've also been like adding it randomly in the comments. There it is again. So be sure to go give her a follow. She does lots of fun stuff, lots of educational stuff. And I thank you all for hanging out with us, and Isabelle for giving me a little bit of your time tonight. It's been fun. I'm excited to do it again next month.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
All right.
Bye, guys. I love you.
Everyone have a great night.